Well, I think it's a sustainable industry in the sense that it's got in its own way a very, very good future. I think a lot of people would characterize it as immature in the sense that it's lots of startup companies and not a lot of mature, big multinational companies. That's very, very difficult to say. I think it's the nature of the tech industry that if you look at top 10, top 100 companies or whatever that were published 5 years ago, half of them are out of business. It's very, very difficult to predict these kind of things. What I think you can say is there are certainly areas where Israel excels, one of which is, as you pointed out, automobile-related technology, Mobileye being the chief example, but it's of course now owned by Intel. Cyber security is very, very big in Israel now, and I think financial security is up and coming. So companies in those sectors are probably going to be very promising in the Israeli context. I think it's a testament to Israeli technology that the U.S. would even regard Israel as being a serious enough player that it wants to crack down or lead cooling between Israeli and Chinese ties. China's interest, of course, in this is they're trying to move up the value chain, and the way to do that, of course, is through technology. The Chinese are doing quite well on their own, but the fact is they can always use some help. And Israel is in a very good position in that respect because we're a small country and we don't have any aspirations of building big technology companies. In other words, we're not going to compete with the Chinese, for example, in automobiles. Israel doesn't have an automobile industry, so any auto tech we have, we're happy to deal with the Chinese. From the American point of view, this is problematic because America already regards itself as being a head-on-head competitor with Chinese for technology leadership in certain areas like artificial intelligence, and AI, for instance, is a very, very big industry in Israel right now. How this is going to work out, Israel's in a bit of a dilemma. On the one hand, America is its strong ally. There's very, very tight economic relations with Silicon Valley, of course, and politically with Washington. On the other hand, everybody acknowledges that China is the rising economic power, and Israel doesn't want to be left out of the game. How this is going to play out is very, very hard to say. Right now, the latest move was in America's favor in terms of restricting or vetting foreign investment. For now, though, it doesn't include high tech. We'll see whether the Americans are so comfortable with that. Certainly are, but it runs up against a very, very deep phenomenon, which is not limited to Israel, is that women don't pursue engineering degrees in nearly the same extent as men, which is a funny business because it's not as if women don't pursue, for example, law degrees or medical degrees. Why that's the case, it's kind of beyond my ability to fully understand, but as long as women don't do it, there's certainly going to be a very serious glass ceiling to how well they're going to be represented in the high-tech industry. The fact is, if Israel had bigger, multinational companies, so if women weren't actually in the core engineering fields, they would be in marketing or in personnel or in finance, and so they would find employment in the tech industry without being engineers. The fact is, though, that in Israel, where startups are predominant feature of the industry, there aren't that many jobs apart from engineering jobs, and so the challenge is even greater.